What if the food you eat, the way you move, and the health of your gut were directly shaping how you think and feel every single day? That's exactly what the science shows. Today we're breaking down 4 key areas: fats and lipids, nutritional genomics, bioenergetic systems, and the gut-brain connection, and showing how each one links back to your mental health. To understand how your diet shapes your headspace, we have to start with the literal building blocks of your brain: fats and lipids. While we often hear all fat is bad, your brain actually relies on 2 essential fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6. The problem is that the typical American diet heavily favors the omega-6 pathway. When we eat too much omega-6, specifically arachidonic acid, it triggers a pro-inflammatory response that generates damaging free radicals. This chronic inflammation is a slow-motion wrecking ball for mental health. Meta-analyses have directly linked these inflammatory markers to depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorders. Over time, this inflammation can even destroy vital chemicals in the brain and lead to early cognitive decline. This is where the heroes, omega-3s, come in. Found most effectively in fish, omega-3s like EPA and DHA are inflammation resolvers. EPA acts as a powerful anti-inflammatory, while DHA modulates neurotransmitter function and neuroplasticity, providing proven antidepressant effects. By adopting an anti-inflammatory Mediterranean diet, rich in fish, plants, and whole grains, you aren't just lowering your risk for disease, you are actively repairing your brain's chemistry and protecting your mental well-being. You're also boosting your HDL, the good cholesterol that acts as an antioxidant to keep your system clear. Now let's talk about something that goes even deeper: nutritional genomics. This is the study of how the nutrients you eat interact with your DNA and actually influence how your genes are expressed. Through a process called DNA methylation, what you eat can alter the biological pathways involved in emotional regulation, behavior, and psychiatric risk. Nutrient deficiencies have been linked to behavioral problems, and supplementation has been shown to improve certain neuropsychiatric conditions. What's especially striking is that timing matters. Early life nutrition can permanently shape mental health outcomes by altering DNA methylation patterns in genes tied to brain development and stress regulation. The food choices made during critical developmental windows can increase or decrease a person's risk for depression and other disorders later in life. The takeaway from nutritional genomics is that nutrition isn't just a lifestyle factor, it's part of the biological foundation of mental health itself. Exercise is known for its benefits on physical health, but it also has a big impact on mental health. To understand how exercise boosts mental health, we need to explore the science of bioenergetics. Bioenergetics is the study of how our body generates and uses energy. The brain is one of the highest consumers of energy, requiring about 20% of the body's total energy. The most efficient energy production occurs in the mitochondria. Mitochondria convert food and oxygen into ATP, which is the energy that fuels brain activity. When mitochondrial function declines, cognitive performance and mental health can suffer immensely, contributing to issues like fatigue and mood disorders. Exercise increases the body's need for energy, which also increases ATP production. Regular physical activity not only enhances the efficiency of existing mitochondria but also promotes the growth of new ones, improving overall energy supply to the brain. Exercise also increases levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, otherwise known as BDNF. BDNF is crucial for brain health. It promotes the growth of new neurons, strengthens neural connections, and enhances synaptic plasticity, all of which are essential for learning, memory, and emotional stability. Higher BDNF levels are linked to better mood, reduced anxiety, and a lower risk of depression. Together, the effects of exercise on mitochondria and BDNF create a powerful combination for mental health. Regular physical activity helps optimize brain energy production, enhances neuroplasticity, and improves emotional resilience. Exercise also helps regulate neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which also supports mood and emotional well-being. If exercise provides the high-octane fuel and maintenance for the brain's engine, the gut acts as the mission control center for the body's chemistry. To truly understand why we feel the way we do, we have to travel from the neural pathways of the mind to a hidden metropolis in the gut. It's a world that's more them than you, with 10 times more bacterial cells than human cells. This tiny workforce has a massive job. They boost your immunity, protect your gut lining, and even manufacture vitamins like B12 and K. The goal here is diversity. By eating fiber-rich prebiotics and fermented probiotics, you're essentially feeding the good citizens that keep this city thriving. But this city isn't isolated. It's linked to your brain by a high-speed, two-way superhighway called the gut-brain axis. The vagus nerve acts as the main fiber optic cable, sending signals from your gut that influence your reflexes, energy, and, most importantly, your mood. In return, the brain sends messages back down to manage gut health. It's a 24/7 conversation between your gut feeling and your headspace. When this balance is thrown off, it's called dysbiosis. This breakdown doesn't just cause stomach aches, it sends inflammatory signals to the brain, depletes serotonin, and messes with your stress thermostat. This link is a major player in anxiety and depression. However, research shows that repairing the gut with probiotics can actually increase brain growth proteins and even reverse anxiety-like behaviors. To heal the mind, we have to start by feeding the gut. At the end of the day, mental health isn't just in your mind, it's built by your biology. The fats you eat, the nutrients you absorb, the way you move, and the health of your gut all work together to shape how you think, feel, and perform. When you take control of these systems, you're not just improving your body, you're optimizing your brain. So if you want a stronger mindset, start with the habits you practice every day.